Welcome to another segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm going to I was thinking about it, I'm not sure. I'll do another segment, but I'm going to come back. I'm not finished yet dealing with Nipsey Hussle and the women in his life. The woman that he was dealing with that I mentioned last time. And I got a lot of negative feedback about that from some people that disagreed with what I had to say. But before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and do my libation. Say hustle, Ashe, Hermias, Joseph Ashkaton, Ashe, Jacob, Ashe, Ashe. I'm also going to, it's really weird. Let me tell you what happened. When I started this today, looking at, oh, I love the hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Keep giving me the hearts. I absolutely love the hearts. I need a lot of positive energy tonight. So I probably will get into what I saw. Oh, yeah, let me what I saw with Kevin Hart. It's really weird. I was looking at, thank you for the hearts. I absolutely love the hearts. I love the love. They are so beautiful. I was looking at Kevin, I was looking at Nipsey, and I was looking at the women in his life and the woman that he was with at the time that he was assassinated, I guess, say, allegedly, and I will say, I don't care what anybody thinks or says, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a spiritual reading for entertainment purposes only. I don't believe that Nipsey was in a heavy relationship or a serious relationship committed. I believe he had broken up from his relationship when he was assassinated at the Marathon store. However, hi Adrian, we thought that it was a wonderful and living happily ever after marriage and relationship, and it was not. And so I looked at that, and when I started looking at it, hi Trish, hi Ashley, Kevin Hart popped up. So it makes me wonder if Kevin Hart was in that relationship. I don't know if Nipsey was friends with Kevin Hart. I'm sure Kevin Hart knew who Nipsey was. But I'm also wondering if the female he was involved with was involved with Kevin Hart. Was she friends with Kevin Hart? Or was she involved on a personal level? I'm wondering that's why I'm going to look back at this, and I'm going to come back in a couple of days to get all the details. I just want to drop that tonight, that it was really weird because Kevin Hart came up and Nipsey's relationship with the woman that he was with. So Kevin Hart and Kevin Hart's wife, I'm wondering, did he know her? And was there some type of relationship that she might have known Kevin Hart or been involved with him, or someone that's, I just felt something, close to Kevin Hart? Okay, so okay, thank you, Tony. Yeah, but I believe there was something else deeper going on. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Allegedly, there was a closer relationship, but I don't see Nipsey involved in anything sexual. But I do see the woman was and is. And so it was drama there, and there's still a little tension and hard feelings that I'm seeing there with Kevin, or not. He might not have as many as towards the woman Nipsey was with, but the wife. And there's gossips and rumors around some type of conflict with Kevin Hart's wife, Aniko. and the woman that Nipsey was with. A lot of drama underneath there. I'm telling you, and there's still drama underneath there. Now, I'm not sure they were good friends because I see there was some type of disagreement with them. Hi, Valanda. Yeah, and there's something deeper that you... Exactly, Candy. Thank you. There are some deeper things that you don't know about her and her engagements. This stuff here is really, really heavy that I've been working on, and I don't like the backlash that I've gotten. However, I'm all about truth. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only, even though I believe what I'm seeing. This is a spiritual reading, so I've never been there. I don't know these people physically. I don't have any proof of what I'm saying, but yet I know inside sources that do. So it doesn't really bother me when people get upset or say I'm lying, because you still haven't proven that I'm lying. You know, I'm going to look at this deeper, but let me drop this little bit on you, because when I looked at Kevin Hart and he popped up in this, I know it's a connection between those, like I just said, and I know it's about sex. As I was looking at Kevin Hart, another man came up that I've forgotten about. And you all can go and research this, because I still don't know completely how he ties into this. Okay, there was a black astronaut. He looks like he could be related to Kevin Hart. He was blown up in the Challenger spaceship with other astronauts. And this man was a genius. See, was it 86? Several heavy people came up here, and I can't get into them all day right now because I just started. It was 1986. Do you realize that is, this marks, check me if I'm wrong, 2019, this is the 33rd year of that explosion. And the only black man that was in the explosion of the space shuttle Challenger, you can watch that footage on YouTube from CNN. As they're traveling up into space, it blows up and the smoke looks like the head of Satan with two horns. Then it shifts and it looks like Big Bird. It was a whole Lucifer ritual. No, it was 1986. It was a Challenger. Again, Dr. Ronald E. McNair. Brilliant. Short, dark skin, afro. He reminds me of Kevin Hart. And this is the 33rd year. He's going along, everything's fine, and all of a sudden it exploded. The same thing happened to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is going through some type of crucifixion, transition, and we'll see what type of resurrection. Because he was going along in that car, and then all of a sudden a tragic explosion. Right now. And I also know that there's something very satanic about what happened to Kevin Hart. Now, I haven't gotten it all yet, but I know it ties into the Challenger and the explosion, because the same thing just happened to Kevin in the 33rd year of it, the explosion, and they're lying about what happened with Kevin Hart too. And we're dealing with Lucy, 666 and Lucifer. We're dealing with Saturn. When you're dealing with a spaceship that went up there and exploded, that was supposed to happen to release the Lucifer energy, to create a shift in the consciousness of the minds of the people, and it also released a code that came down. It also looked like what you see in the movie The Matrix, where you see the stream, a green stream of numbers, all these streams of numbers, which you are dealing with binary code, which is also the code of the body, the DNA. The computer's based on the binary code of the body. And that's one of the streams of consciousness that was released when the Challenger exploded. And I looked up Challenger. What is Challenger? A Challenger, if you look up definition, because that's the name of the spaceship, that was opposing the laws of the universe, defying gravity, going beyond and above God as if you are an illuminated God yourself, and moving into space. They want to move into the space of God and the mind of God and the planets and the galaxies of God to show you are above God, or you are going to go above God, and to rearrange the mind of the universe, which is the consciousness, the electromagnetic field of God, and the DNA, the genetic code of God. So they're trying to defy that, compete with that, challenge that, and overthrow that mind, where you take that spaceship, because it takes a lot of fuel, and you have to know how to defy gravity to take something that big and that heavy, as well as humans in it above it, so that they can live in an oxygen-deprived environment, have homes, towns, shops, cities, outer space on other planets. So I looked at that and I said, okay, so this looks like Kevin to me, and it reminds me of him, because the same type of thing happened, except Kevin Hart survived. That means that there was an opposer and a challenger in his car. That means that there was a competition and a fight in that car. All them was fucking. I don't care what nobody say. Because I had seen two white people. For some reason, I felt like there was another race of white. Were in a bliss state. It looked like they had been drinking. Kevin knocked that pee. Now, Kevin got a little drug habit, I believe. I really see that in the spirit. From what I seen, they was together before they got in that car, and they had been fucking. She was sucking Kevin dick. She been fucking him. They look like they like a family. They got an understanding, but they do argue. They make money together. It's that both families, like the couple, they make money. I don't know what else they do, how they get their money, but this is a family of them tied together by money and businesses. And even look like some underworld activities go on here, and they get high. They had just got high or done some drinking. Well, hold on, let me get my tea, y'all. And everything looked like it was going fine for them. They get in the car, and for some reason, I see Kevin driving. I see the girl squished, like kind of sitting off, but kind of back or up under, like close to Kevin. And I see the guy sitting. And I'm saying this even though they're saying that's not what happened. I'm going to say it anyway. They said the white guy, the husband, that was driving, and that Kevin was on the passenger. And I'm telling you, no. Allegedly, I'm saying, and I probably never know the truth. Kevin was driving, and Kevin was drinking. Kevin was tipsy, and Kevin got a drug problem. They was high. I don't know where it was going. He was in bliss. Done came like he wanna, got his dick sucked like he wanna by her. No, it's for my voice. And they've been doing sex, maybe they've been good doing orgy. But let me tell you something. I see two females. I see this one here, this white woman with her husband, but I see another one. No, it was three. So they were celebrating. And then when they got out, it was three people, two men, and the wife. They in the car. Some funny shit happened. It blew my mind. I'm not finished with it yet. I'm going to come back in a few days. He driving, and I see sometimes they don't get along. They fuss, they fight, they have they disagreements. I don't know. I wonder if there's any children involved in the way. I don't know if Kevin Hart has any children or if she has some. But I don't know where the wife was, or she probably was at the house, because it looked like they all got a little understanding here. So the wife already know when she gonna covered and handled it, and they told what to do and how they told how to do it. Okay. So they're riding, and I also see it was money involved here. Either they get money together, they work on money projects together, because that's what they're trying to accomplish, along with the drama and the conflict. Sometimes they fight and they have disagreements, and it's other people too that have the drama involved in this. And it also looks like Kevin is in the middle of working on new money-making projects. And this couple has something to do with helping him with this projects. So something happened. I'm talking about, it's weird what I seen. They were getting along, high, he's in bliss, and came like he motherfucking wanted to. Then all of a sudden they get into an argument. The couple look like they high too. They do drugs and alcohol too. The guy said something to the girl said something to the guy, like the married couple. They get to arguing. Then the guy says something to Kevin. So while I'm seeing this, I'm doing like this and I'm doing like this, because Kevin says something to him, he says something to her, she says something to him, he says something to Kevin, Kevin fuck you, Kevin goes here, goes there, and then the girl hits Kevin. And they said, really? So they're arguing back and forth, but that's how you feel. And then the aggression, it's like, I don't want to be aggressive and abusive to my wife. Because it looks like the wife and the husband fight and have disagreements. Then they get back together. Then Kevin and them fight, and then they get back together. It's a constant drama and conflict in between them, with the drinking, the drugs, and then working together, making the money together, and the fighting. I just seen all kind of shit going on, from the low shit and the drug dealers allegedly and getting drunk and the fucking parties, and then on a high level with the business opportunities and making the money. And Kevin don't want to mess that up. He's in the middle of some things right now that's going to take him to a higher level and do some money making projects. Well, again, if it's a trainer, Kevin trainer, or the wife trainer, they fucking. Okay. He get his dick sucked. That's the understanding. They swinging. Swinging and dang-a-langing. Dick sucking, ghetto gagging, and all the other bullshit that's tied into this motherfucker. They arguing. They're going between each other. And one to the other and the other to the other, going back and forth like this. Next thing I see, well, that's how you feel. I mean, and then it got to the point where the white guy didn't want to get aggressive with Kevin. First he didn't want to get aggressive with his wife. Then they tried to calm it down. Then the husband arguing with Kevin. Then Kevin arguing with the husband. He don't want to argue with the girl. I mean, the three of them here are going in a circle. So I'm looking, then all of a sudden, fuck it. Well, goddamn it, I'll kill your motherfucking ass. I'll wreck this motherfucker. He then she hits, maybe not her, one of them hit Kevin. One of them took their foot and slammed it down on that gas. The thing, all I seen was the car was going one way. All of a sudden, it turned and went in the opposite direction and went, yoop. And I said, damn. And then when it went, I think they say, I gotta see it, they went down and it was spinning. Like when it was hitting, he said, I'll teach your motherfucking ass. Down. But of course they're saying that and it like locked. Like it locked. Kevin couldn't get, like it swerved and went at a totally different angle. Just out the blue, this shit. Now y'all tell me, cause I ain't see it. But that's how I was looking. And the spirit to me was going one direction, then all of a sudden. But what was going on was, when the shit turned and went up, it didn't just turn and went up. They was getting into it in the car. And put their foot, jammed his foot, locked it in there. So really, motherfucker, I'm talking about this. I could not. Maybe I didn't see this here correct. I'm going to go back and look at it. Yeah. Then when he got down now, it went the shit went off and up, down, and then he said, I got to go. Because he's like, oh my God. And then like somebody started seizing or shaking or something. I wondered if somebody temporarily passed out or have a problem or something. But when they got down now, it showed, when I was looking at it, he said, oh my God, this going to mess up my money and my opportunities and my projects that I got to work on. I'm finna leave their ass. And then he took off. I don't know if somebody picked him up, how he got his ass up out there. But then he left them there, but that's why he left them there. Not because, because he didn't care, you know, or wanted to jam them up. No, he would have jammed his cell. Y'all don't know if somebody had an epileptic seizure or something, but it was some fucked up shit, and it was a disaster that was started because some shit jumped off with them after they had finished fucking. They do this shit on a regular basis. That's what I'm saying. Then he, after that happened, he, yeah, because that would have messed him up. Oh, the bodyguard, thank you, Nick. Somebody had to. And then they had to wait and get that story together because he got his handlers and his cleanup peoples to turn that shit round. Because he's like, oh my God, you know, this is a nightmare. I could lose a lot of big money projects that I got sitting waiting on finna walk into right now. So we got to clean this shit up. We're going to dress this shit up. Put some money out. You did it, right? Oh yeah, nigga, I did it. I was driving. And you know, it was me accident. But he need to go to rehab for that dick and dope he be taking. I mean, you know, he does the dope and get his dick sucked. But sometimes look like he go back dope. He go both, you know, like he a bottle. So that's all I got right there on that. Okay, because I don't know how this shit jumped in. But jumped in with them. So I'm gonna finish it up. Dick. Like he a bottom. Like he bent over for the team. He takes one for the team. D. The tingle of the prostate. Dick and dope. Hot as fuck. They done warned him about that shit. To leave that goddamn shit alone, but it's good to him. That dick, that damn goddamn vitamin D, baby, that DD, that dick and dope, good to him. It's hard if he can't got a taste for it, see. Whew, I seen that shit. That was some scary fucked. Why, Philando? Why? Yeah, and I hope y'all got your blue candles lit. You said I got my blue candles lit. Because there's something very, very deep on it. And yeah, for Nipsey, he needs our help. He needs all of our help. He needs all of our love. And it's easier for us to tap into the energy because we're dealing with the full moon tonight. It's very, very important that we give him energy. Well, because they fucking. They have an understanding. They're all lovers over there. He toot that boy pussy up, baby. Toot it up. And I see he really good at it. His hips is real limber. Like he a salsa dancer. He be exercising the hip. So they real loose and limber like a bitch. Now, but I want to say, Nipsey, I really have to deal with what he's saying to me. And what I'm going to get into, I haven't finished again yet. I'm going to get back to it. He wanted me to go to his house. Now, hold on, Sky. Let me do this first. I don't know. I've never seen his house. I don't know where Nipsey lived. I had a picture of the house. But he's showing me on a spiritual level This is really weird, what I am perceiving. So I'm going to work on it the whole week, and I'll come back to you in a few days, because I think that Eric Holder's, he might have a hearing coming up next week or something. Nipsey told me to look at a floor, because I'm wondering, is there a segment in his house that had wood floor underneath the carpet or on top of some concrete? I wonder, was there any wood flooring anywhere in a house that he lived in? If anybody knew it was there, or that was open wood, or a place that is wood underneath you can't see with the carpet on top. I'm really wondering, because I see something that looks like that, even if it is not in the whole house. I see it and a part of it. And when he took me there, now on top, the house looks very clean. But then when I look underneath the floor, and it's like it's one place, there may be a baseboard around the wall. I saw impressions of a body underneath, and I saw Nipsey's DNA. Thank you, Bash. There is some of his drops of blood for somewhere, for some reason. I see it in his house, and I see an impression of the body going underneath. The impression went, instead of up, whatever you claim, up goes down. Yes, Bash, goes down. And I looked under there, and then I got very cold, because I saw two men that he knew that was involved in plotting his assassination, that were walking through his house. And they were outside. They were outside of the house, walking around it, left side, right side, and one of them had a dog. It's either brown, like a tan, or one is brown and black, like a Rockwilder dog. So I don't know if he had it at the property or if he just had it, because I can smell and see the dog. It's got the real big old head, big body dog, black and then brown underneath and some brown on the face. So I'm looking, and I said, oh my God, I know that sounds crazy. Yes, he knew these people. One of them is a big guy, muscular like, and one of them is a smaller guy. What? You see what I'm saying? It's wood. Something happened there. And then I'm sensing an underground water source, like an underground well, and running water under the ground with some woods. I see some woods around the house. Don't have to be no real big old woods. Just a small section of a wooded area. And then it's like a isolated area. And then there's a street in the front, and it's across there. I see some more trees. And then in the back, going behind the woods, there's another street and houses. But it ain't a whole, from where I look at his house, not a whole bunch of houses clustered around his house. This place, I see the killers that have been there. And what they did, they walked. They knew the layout of the property on the inside and the outside. And when I see them walking through there, I just got cold depth, coldness around these men. Just a chill, just a winter, like that's how cold it was wrapping around him as death walked through Nipsey's hall. It was a main hall that I saw. And then I had to remember to tell you something else. When I did the reading, I think it was Cowboy Part 1 or Part 2, And I said, the tall, bald-headed man that I saw, go talk to Big U, and he dumped money out to give me his cut and his percentage. I heard he called him Unc. He said, okay, Unc. All right then, Unc. And I said, why he call him Unc? Like, is that his uncle? Or is it just Unc, like respectfully, like OG, and he's over you? And they were very comfortable with each other. And that's the name that's what he used. And I will use the terms, the masks are still here again, the two masks, comedy and tragedy. Because from what I'm seeing, there was a woman in Nipsey's life that was in that house. And when Nipsey wasn't there, I will say these two things: Trojan horse and Trojan woman. You know what a Trojan horse is. You're dealing with Troy. They sent and wore a wooden horse into the palace, and then when everyone went to sleep, the doors of the wooden horse opened, and all of these soldiers came out and killed people that were in there. They thought it was a gift. Well, this is the role that this woman has been playing, a Trojan woman on the outside, wearing the mask of comedy and tragedy, tricking Nipsey, pretending that you love him, everything's happy and fine. And there were men that sent her in, put her on him to do their thing on him. So she's giving them a tour of the house so they could know the blueprint and the layout and choreograph whatever it was that they were choreographed. This man was being followed. He was very nervous and he was very paranoid. He didn't know who to trust. That's why his mom said he was with his mama, because he knew something was very wrong. Tell him about the side door, sidekick, side. He said something about the side of the house. I wonder, was there a basement? Was there a crawl space? There was something. He said something about the side of the house. Tell him about that. He was saying, baby, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go back and finish this, y'all. I will come back. He's saying something in something about electronics. Yes, Philanda, because he had wired it. And the outside face is tragedy, but the inside face is comedy. Mona Lisa. You heard that song by Lil Wayne? Go listen to it. Because some reason I get Lil Wayne's energy. And one thing I know about Lil Wayne is a genius. And he has a very high IQ. And Lil Wayne is very methodical and very diabolical. And there's someone in Nipsey's life that still, there was some type of energy between them. That's all I'm going to say about that. And he's a type, yeah, you're right, Hafez, bye. And really doesn't relate to Oh, he's a Libra. Oh, I don't deal with the child. Every time I trust a Libra man, bad idea. They're always trying to outthink you, not smart you, and they never trust you. They think you're out to get them, so they get you. And they don't like other men around. They feel very threatened, very insecure about that, and it's a competition. They will never be honestly friends with another man. Even if they tolerate the man or have to accept it, in their mind, they're plotting. And he has a razor sharp, that's right, thank you, Hafez, right, a razor sharp, brilliant, but yet dark mind. If it's something, well, all Libras are not balanced, baby. I don't trust they motherfucking ass, especially a Libra nigga. They always thinking, trying to get your motherfucking ass first, imagining shit that you gonna do to them that you ain't even fucking thought of doing. And they use women's, especially to plot on a nigga. See, okay. There also, when it comes to Nipsey, was a challenger and a poser who was out to get him and get rid of him. Competition. Several people. But I am telling you, they used a woman to set this up all from the beginning and walked it in on them. It was a Trojan woman that was designed as a Trojan horse. And they didn't see it until the end. He said his house was bugged. And he's telling me on some occasions he knew he was drugged. And I saw this set that looked like acupuncture needles. But see, if something had been put in there and he was relaxing, he wouldn't know because it was sleight of hand. This was done to him different times to kind of indoctrinate him. Yes. But let me tell you, okay, the needles are acupuncture needles. They're so thin and they're so small that if you get hit with one, you wouldn't know you was hit with it. And I also see on some of those bullets had been coated with, not all of the guns, one of them coated with the anticoagulant. I don't know why, but Nipsey keeps taking me back to blood. So that if you hit someone with the anticoagulant, the blood will not clot. God damn it, that explains a lot here. Which is why they didn't get him to surgery. They clearly didn't want to save him. And it wouldn't have helped, because if he had been shot with a dart or a bullet that was coated, dipped in an anticoagulant, he would have bled. No. When it coagulates, it clots. When it anticoagulates, it leaks. It will not clot. They'll just bleed. They just keep bleeding. That's right, baby. Anti. I'll look it up to make sure I'm not wrong, because you could correct me. Anticoagulant and coagulant. Look that up for me, because I didn't check it, so I might be wrong. Anticoagulate. They do that to people so you don't clot. They hit him one up towards the mid section and they went in. I got to measure the angles. They went in on him and then went in the back and back here. Somebody, what I just heard, when I heard back here, I heard low. He was hit low round the head. See, this was scientific, what was done to him. And what else he's saying? He said, in that house, there was a lot of fighting, argument, throwing tantrums, boy, can't have your way. And it's going to be my way, no, like a child, like a little girl throwing a tantrum. That is what he's showing me. There was no peace in that house many of time. There was drama, and other people know, because this woman would go talk about this man. Put this man down to his face and to other people. And I heard a video she say, oh, it's not my boyfriend, this is my headache. And he said, don't say that. I'm your man, I'm your lover, I'm your friend. Your headache? And she said, ha. That's funny that you say that about your nigga. So I knew then from looking at that little bit right there that you want to make fun of this man and humiliate this because this man's kind to you. And this had went on, he said, a lot to try to take his manhood. He was tired. And then, okay, what he was saying about the wires, he said a secret compartment, cameras, he was on it, he knew, but he didn't say nothing until he got to the point where he didn't want to take it, that we say. He wasn't finna, after he think that, it wasn't finna be no wife, nothing like that. That we said once he saw that, said she think I'm stupid. Well, at one point she said it was a headache. You see the video on YouTube. And you could tell in his face he didn't like it. And you could tell, for somebody to say that in public on tape, they've said it to you before. Belittle you, degrade you, and take your love and your kindness as a weakness. But there were other people in this relationship. Yeah, P, Diddy, and Cassie. They was fucking. This little group thing. And when her and Nipsey didn't get along, she'd go over there. Now, even though I'm saying it's alleged, I already know private sources. But I'm not going to reveal them. See, that's why I'm not finna waste my time arguing with nobody. I'm a liar. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'm a grown woman. And all these other things, people attacking me and calling me a liar and that I have a mental problem, that's fine. Because if I really had one, and people said that about me, and I have been diagnosed and taking meds, and I do things that have been proven to be a lie and proven that I'm crazy, then it would hurt my feelings. But I'm used to bitch shit. And I checked it. And not just from the one site where it said Nipsey, Lauren, and Wayne had a threesome when someone said that was fake. No, because I don't believe Nipsey would do that. I don't believe that Nipsey would put his dick beside another man's dick and fuck a bitch. The other two, yes. Nipsey has too much class for that. However, that's not my main source, because I went and got backup. There are people that know that this goes on. Okay? I don't know, because I don't know them, and I haven't been out there, so I see it in the spirit. So that's when I do spiritual readings, I say allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, because I'm seeing it on a higher level. That's why I'm waiting for these people to prove me wrong, because I went and got another source. because I'm crazy like that. So I know this does happen. I know this has been happening before they got with Nipsey. And during the time they got with Nipsey. And I also know I verified about the breakups that I said I saw. Like 10 to 12. On and off, back and forth, in and out. Because he started to see. Yes, Nikki. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the first one. Yeah, it was literally. Because that's what he told me. It hurt him. And it bothered him. Because it's like, this is a bad bitch. This is wifey material. And he felt like, I'm in love with her. At first, this is who I want to be with. This is it. And then they started seeing the tantrums, the lying, the group sex, drug. We started seeing a real person, and he's saying, this is not safe for me. Then, when he really was done, as he got into the industry and hang around these people, which he had been knowing a lot of for a while, and they getting closer to him, and even her crew, they wanted him to fuck them in the ass, or let them fuck him in his ass, or suck his dick, or suck a nigga dick. And he said that wasn't gonna happen. Knowing that if he would have done that, she would have never respected him. Thank you, Ginger. She would have never respected him. They would have always had that on him, and the neighborhood wouldn't have respect him for that neither. So he telling me, and I said, what? He said, yeah. They wanted him to bend over in the ass. Yeah. Because they really know they were going to do that to him anyway. And even if he had done that, he still was on borrowed time. They were going to sacrifice him because he's not like them. Yes, Philanda, they were. They weren't together when he got assassinated. He really didn't know what to do. He really didn't understand what was happening to him. He really wanted to just get away, because he's like, I don't know. I said, I'm grabbing his head. I don't know what's wrong with my head. Yeah, and I knew that was, I still ain't asked him completely about that white horse, because that was a bad idea. I don't know who idea with that, why he did that. But that was a sign of death. To me, a white horse represents death. Behold, a pale horse. I would never sit on one. Now, you can give me a jet black one all day. But even Bill Cooper put that one on there. And that's in the Bible. Represent death. I know then. It was the end. He knew too. But it was too late. When he started seeing. And now he's seeing even more that he didn't see. How these women. It was other women's too. There's a lot of women's involved in this shit. And he just said, oh, my life's just blank, that he was unhappy. Very unhappy. Oh, boy. And he's saying that, he's talking about secret compartments, cameras, TV, mirror. Okay, I mentioned about the murderer was walking through his house, down a hallway from a bedroom to Nipsey bedroom. They were getting a tour. A female was giving them a tour. He said of Nipsey house. And the pattern and the flow of the house, and how Nipsey think based on the design and blueprint of the house. Then it showed an eye. There's another man that had been in that house. There was a white man. Kind of older, hair out. Missing in the top. Round the side. Receding, go all the way back off his head. blue eyes or brown eye. Or it could have been both. One man, white man with a blue eye, one white man with brown eyes, but I seen the light, the eyeball, meaning he was being watched. A white man had been in there, and they let these men in Nipsey house, and an older white man with blue eyes or brown eyes with a little belly light. Low belly hanging like a little pot belly. They walked around his property outside. He was under surveillance. That's what they say. And, oh boy, this is getting interesting here. I'm going to tell you something. After they did that, I seen this thing coming here. Also, let me tell you something that's very interesting before I get into that. It showed me, and I got to get deep into it, in Ethiopia, there is a project called the Lucifer Project with NASA. It's the hexagon dealing with Saturn and the second sun in the universe, and dealing with the Cassini mission, as above, so below. It's awakening the firestorm, the giants within Mother Earth, released from the underground cities. You know what that come to? The Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman. I think they got a new special coming out about Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad. You know, there's an Underground Railroad, an underground city under Nipsey's stove. At the marathon and run, this whole underground city used to be up under there. And the Chinese used to live under different parts of California. And that ties into the Nipsey Hussle Crenshaw, like the LAX train. I'm building them tracks. Yes, I saw, you see how this coming to me on Ethiopia's New Year just a couple of days ago. And it's coming to me on the full moon on Friday the 13th. And we are dealing with 2 moons and the NASA project, hi Christina, that started a few years ago in Ethiopia. See, they're trying to rise them up off the Lucifer Project, and that's also what dealing with NASA. Remember, it goes back to the doctor I mentioned to you that said, like Kevin Hart, that exploded. They said they died and their body tore to pieces. That was also the Lucifer Project. Because you go back and you can see how the smoke formed. You can see it. Type in Challenger. Spaceship Challenger, Challenger explosion. You'll see how the smoke went this way. And then some went that way. And some went that way like a head with horns with a long body. As I'm looking at Nipsey's house and I look at the bed, because it shows the female is a nympho. Like group sex, like to fuck, like to suck dick, and like to lick out, like to eat a lot of pussy. It's a group of pussy eaters that they run in a clique. They eat each other pussy. They have a part, they eat your pussy too. Anybody in the group get their pussy ate by a bitch and get stuck all in the ass with dicks. Hey, Marquita. Yeah, I guess you're better. I'm glad you're better. You're out. And I look at this here, and the being that came out is a big king serpent dragon demon, Draco. He got a big crown on his head that's encrusted with jewels that's real big. Hey, my beautiful April. And he is over these pussy licking ceremony. They bumping cat. I'm sure they smell like that cat food and that chicken of the sea by the time they leave up out that motherfucker. I'm talking they going deep. Just this room just sweating hot. Just smell like pussy. That's because they really get down in each other's ass. Bumping cats. Dildo. Oh, Lord. Now, they ain't licking. They sticking down in a bitch pussy. Like their whole mouth, their whole tongue down in their bitch booty and everything. Getting fucked out. Yeah. All fucked all in the act. Man, I ain't want to see this shit. He talking about tell it. So, but let me tell you how it go though. The demon that were in there. Oh, fuck my asshole. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, God. Oh, you fucking answer so good. All that shit. I'm like, why y'all come in here with this? It's early, goddammit. Y'all don't start this shit by 7 o'clock. So I had to get up and start writing this shit down. And the King Demon, yeah, he up here with his crown on. He had a long robe. It was crushed velvet. Like with no seam in it. Like all the way down to the goddamn ground. With a long tail. He said he'd be over the ceremony. They got to do that for fame and fortune. A lot of them ain't even getting a whole bunch of fame and fortune or power. They in them circle. They want to stay in that crew. Yeah, bad boy. Yeah. Bottom. And your bottom's up. And he said, we have our own army. We have our own powerful army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and militias over a secret set. And it came up as IHS. It's one of them, ISIS Horus set. This is an old Egyptian set, but it's a demonic set. And a homosexual, like a bisexual set. So if you was a woman, you gonna eat some cat or get your ate out. You gonna get fucked all in your ass. You gonna get all kind of shit in your mouth. You gonna be over a dog bowl eating piss and shit while you taking 2 dicks. Double trim penetrating in your asshole by a bitch, a bad bitch, and a nigga. Might be a dog and a couple of cats. And eat some shit. See, you're going to do with why they got masks on. Comedy and tragedy in this bitch. Mask is on. And you can't say, well, I'll do him, but I don't want to do her. It ain't up to you, bitch. Bitch, get on your knees, ho. You know the routine, bitch. Well, shut up. Look, bitch, don't start crying. You say you want to be a star. Not a star, a starer. So you want to be a star, bitch. So be like Barbara Streisand, ho. A star is born, goddammit. Bend over. Put you some goddamn coconut oil around your mouth and some preparation H around your ass. And take this stick and take some of that lube with that pain reliever in it. Dig it round in your ass because you're going to take dicks tonight, bitch. Or you're going to take it. So stop all that crying. Get that whole Kleenex. Bitch, wipe your nose. And bitch, get down, bitch. Get down, ho. I seen that shit. I said, well, I guess I don't want to be no actress, no goddamn more seeing this bullshit. And they in there, I'm talking about it stank. I'm seeing this in spirit. I'm talking about pussy, dick, asshole. Everywhere. Yes, it was an eye wide shit. That's dick swinging, nuts hanging, pussy busting on, mouth on. Kind of shit. See, Nipsey didn't know that. He didn't know that. He didn't do that, though. He didn't do that. See, this what they been doing. Let me tell you something. Okay. They said that then the demon went round Nipsey. And Nipsey started getting them feelings towards getting close to his assassination because they did the spell. They did spell on the gun. They called the spirit out to on the bullet as well as around him so they could attack him. And he didn't know why he was paranoid. Nobody could tell him. Nobody could figure out what was going on. While his woman acted very calm, smiling, like she did not know what was going on and couldn't figure out what was wrong with him while he's, jumpy and trying to figure out what's wrong because his higher part of him know he had been fucked. And the time was coming for that baby's demise. And she laughing, underneath wearing wigs, different color wigs, blonde wigs, bob wigs, because that's the beta sex slave setup mode. See, this person has several altars demonic altars that are not her, where they are not home. And it's people like the other young man, the genius that I mentioned. That's one of the handlers. Diddy, one of the handler for Cassie. They booty buddies, see. They have certain men that do anything that control them and that fucks men's and get fucked by men's, allegedly. That handles these broken, altar possessed women. Yes, disassociating. All of them got different characters and personality, and they sick them on niggas. When I say niggas, it's sick them on the white man. Keep speaking. Yes, they're MK Ultra mind control sex slaves. They're beta sex kittens. And when they put a certain wig on, all them wigs have a name. They have a personality in the woman's mind, and somebody else. There's a number. There's like a barcode to the bitch. It's like a sex doll. It's not a human. It's like an aberration. Aberration in the mind of the person that's carrying it. So you see them, oh, you're doing something new today. Oh, you have a new wig on. Oh, did you have a new color? That's the altar that exists as the aberration that has been programmed through trauma, usually sexual trauma or getting their ass beat. They take them, they're trained. I'm going to tell you something. They're very methodically trained. They spend a lot of time getting trained, knowing how to walk, knowing how to talk. Because they're usually women, and one of the keys for what they showing me that you can tell is a woman that got big ass, big titties, and talks like a little girl. Well, I just like being a natural girl and, wearing my tennis shoes. And those are the ones. Why? Because men don't like a strong, pretty bitch that's a loud-mouth bitch talking like a man and cussing like a sailor. Usually those types of men on that level wants a woman that can be seen mostly and not heard and be talking very gentle and be very sexually seductive and worships the man and know how to suck a lot of good dick. Swallow balls in your jaws, rotate them around, let the nigga bust off in your mouth, your titties. Whatever the nigga asks, you don't ask no questions, you just fucking do. Yes, that's a perfect example, Nikki and Marilyn Monroe. Woman's body, little girl mind, or you're programmed to talk and move and act like one. You're just a sex slave. That's all you are, honey. Don't get it twisted. That's what you're here to serve my needs. And when I don't want to be bothered, I discard you. But what they do is they send them out on certain men to manipulate, control them, and keep the power and the money within that circle and keep the man's mind broken and under control. So he can never love a woman like he's supposed to and won't love himself and will never have a real relationship with a real, pack it down in there. Just like them goddamn planters nuts. Now take it. They'll never have that because a lot of those athletes you see, starting from little boys, a lot of them by their coaches and shit have been fucked in their ass. A lot of baseball players, football players, basketball players have been fucked in the ass by their coach. But you would never know when they were real little. A lot of them are sexual deviants. Be in there in the shower with them men washing up, taking a bath, looking at dicks and ass, but they would never tell you they was molested. Or somebody fucked them in the ass, or they coach, they trust and love, like that man Sandusky. They was doing it to them boys, and he was taking them black boys, and their mom was letting them go, thinking that he helping them. Then a white boy said he heard a slapping sound, smack a belly kind of sound. He was fucking that little black boy in his ass in the shower. And the boys wouldn't tell their mother. So a lot of those men are sick. And to be in Hollywood is so twisted. Why do you think a lot of those athletes, I'm very clear now, Nipsey was telling me, what the spirits were telling me, and the demon told me. Why do you think a lot of those athletes and actors get caught picking up prostitutes? Why do they only want to have relationships with prostitutes? Or they get a girl they meet online and they just want to trick. And then if she thinks they're serious, he find out he's tricked with someone else. Because that is all he is programmed to do. That's the only way he can function. Why? Because he have taken the Baphomet oath within the circle. And the circle is your life. The circle is your family. The circle is where you have your secrets at. And that's where you take your secret oaths. The outside world is not like us. You cannot go meet a nice, wholesome girl and marry her, and you don't see them do it. If they get with someone, it's usually someone recycled from within the circle, because they all fuck each other. That's what bonds us. Now come on now, it ain't no fun if my homie can't have none. That shows the love of Satan. You do everything God tell you not to do. So Jesus loved the little children. He said, go fuck the children in the ass. Bend they goddamn ass over at 5 and bust it down to the white meat. Why you see these niggas walking down the goddamn sidewalk and stopping, twerking while they walking goddamn drop down Tatiana? These niggas motherfucking Tatiana on some goddamn dick harder than a bitch. They getting bust down like Tatiana out there. Bouncing that basketball, then bouncing balls all in their jaws, and got some fucking women panties and leggings on. A 6'2" nigga bending over, bust it down, bust it, Tatiana, nigga busting on some nuts. He ain't finna. And look, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what a nigga like to do. But I'm just saying, that nigga ain't finna find no good looking fine ass girl on the street, because that's righteousness normal. They know they cannot bring that in that circle. They can't bring that home. Now, nigga, your ass is Tatiana, bitch. And you better show up, because we getting you these multi-million-dollar deals. And you up here goddamn playing basketball and shit. And now you gonna shoot the shit and spit on his dick. Because we like to see you walk around and that tong. We like to see you walk around in that bitch thong like that and put them high heels on and grease your ass and bust it down Tatiana. Let 5 niggas bust it. On tape. The nigga mind so fucked up. He ain't gonna never be right for a woman, no way. Nigga done got his legs, toes perned up to the ceiling, laying on his back getting bust down. That's what you got to do. So if a woman is with a nigga that do that, she done took the oath, she cool with it, and she willing to turn her back. Yeah, Tatiana. The nigga is Tati. The woman will let the nigga do it for money. Yeah, that's what he told me. That what Nip, he done seen it. And he said, no, I doubt my dignity. I ain't finna let no nigga bust me all. I'm not with that boy, that boy shit. And that's why I'm telling you, in those circles, those are cowgirls. They're prostitutes. And they are them actresses. A lot of them actresses are acting. Every day they have to go out and actively bust down on a dick. Drop it low. Because you want that role, don't you? Or you want to be considered. You got to stay in my... Well, when am I going to get it? How many dicks I got to suck? How many dicks I tell you to suck? God damn it. Don't worry about the year, the date, the time, and the hour that I tell you that you ain't got to suck another dick for an audition. Goddamn it, I said, meet me over here, goddamn 5. Fly down to Atlanta to my house down here. because one of these people I mentioned got a house down here. And Cassie gonna be here. And you're gonna do what I tell you to do. You get your money, what you need. But a couple of niggas wanna holler. All of them got to make the round, baby. They got a certain type, especially if they like, if it's a black woman, light skin, she can be light skin mixed or just light skinned it. That would sit down here, long hair, nice body, exotic. Them is on a certain list to get fucked by white men's. Whoever else want to do something to them. They are taught. And let me tell you who gives you a preview of it. R. Kelly. That same shit. All of them got their groups. And a lot of them bitches they like, their favorite, they circulate around in the groups. Because of certain favors, or you want that new jacket, you want that new jewelry, you want a new outfit, you want to go to this particular event, you want to stand on the red carpet, well, stand up on daddy dick. Stand on it now. And lean with it and rock with it, pop, lock, and goddamn drop with it. You want to be a star, you want to get your picture up there on the tablet. They make their rounds. They higher up will target a nigga. I said, I want you to get dealt one. Yes, and they give them a contract. They up on the contract. And it's a certain amount of time and a certain amount of deeds they got to do. That's why a lot of them turn into nymphos. Because that demon get on them. When they do that sex ritual, they make them go out and do shit like that. They're like on autopilot. It's not about love to them. It's about staying in this circle that is the currency. That's the flow of energy. That's the frequency of their love energy. Not emotional love, but the love of this world I'm in and this life that I want to acquire. So they telling me this is what I got to do. I'm a whore. So I'm willing to do that. If I can stay in this world or I can get in this world, I can keep on going step by step up the ladder while they going step by step in your ass and see you don't know. I could be wrong, y'all, but that's what the Spirit told me and that's what Nipsey told me. You do not get big contracts. All of a sudden you're unknown and you come out the woodwork and get a big record deal, big movie deal. All of a sudden you done shot all over the magazine and all over TV because somebody, and all over the TV screen because somebody done shot all kind of calm all over like a rocket all around your damn screen or your teeth, screen or your drawers and your They'll give you shit at first. That's the seat. Then they start reeling it in. Well, we want you to meet us tonight. We go for dinner and drinks. We want to just hang out, introduce you to some people. You in there drinking and shit. It's a regular party. Get to a certain time, certain people start going home. Certain people stay, they lock the door. All of a sudden, people start pulling their drawers down and pulling their dick out. Lifting their balls over their fucking drawers. Adjusting them with some talcum powder and shit up on them so their balls can rest comfortably on top of their drawer without getting tight or pinching their skin. So what the fuck? Oh, that's just Jim. He likes to put on his cowboy boots and a bra and just let it stick. It's okay. It's alright. It's just Jim. It's just Jim. You look at that shit, then you see about 5 more motherfuckers, some bitches. Plate of cocaine and condoms, drinks, music jump on. They popping, lock and drop, roll. They start fucking. They fuck. Well, so what do you think? I mean, you like that? You like that, Julie? I mean, nobody's judging. You think you want to stay here? We just go on and give it a try. I don't want. You don't want to do that? We just gave you $1 million contract. You finna perform in major events all around the world. You finna be on television on BT, MTV, MSNBC and shit. You don't want to get with Jim? Well, you just what? I mean, I ain't never did no group sex before and had nobody run no train on me. And well, let's take a little Percocet. You'll be alright. Want a little meth, coke. I mean, what's it gonna take to get you to move? Goddamn it! I mean, what's the big deal? Well, I wasn't right. You weren't ready like that? Okay. Then you get your little talk. You do that. You get to stay here, and then bigger thing. Cause we just get. Well, you already gave I thought everything was okay because you gave me that contract. I got the $1 million. Oh no, you got to work that off. And you ain't gonna get all the $1 million. By the time they finish taxing that motherfucking ass, you might get what? Take home $300,000-$400,000, maybe. But you got to work that off. We got a whole entourage that wanna meet you. It's about 15 niggas, and you can't determine the terms you take it. I got a German Shepherd, and I always want to know would it be like someone. And you can't look. Don't start crying. Bitch, don't start. Because, see, you done got everything you asked for. Now, what are you willing to do in return? See, this is the kind of shit that these spirits are telling me that goes on. And when Nipsey saw this, he's like, you participate in stuff like this? Fucking niggas for money, and they're circulating around, and bisexual niggas, and bisexual women's, and nutting all in the face. It might be 20 niggas nutting in your face. No kind of protection or net. Nothing in your ass. Even if you take, you still get certain disease because most of all of them got herpes. And I'm just, looking at this. And one thing I want to say too. I'm wondering about Nipsey's blood and DNA. Because they said the DNA was in the shoe. And I know that they might not have meant it, but it didn't sound right. It didn't sit right with me. DNA in the shoe. Because, people can do rituals on people. And put a spirit in a shoe, in a clothes, in a drink to make people addicted to it. Like they did with that church, that Popeye's chicken. And when I'm saying he keeps bringing me back to blood, I'm wondering what was done with all of his, because his mom, yes, he is elevating, baby. Yes, he is. That's why I'm going to do this weekend. He's changing. And the mother didn't see the blood. They collected a lot of it. But the thing is, his vibration is so high, so full of light, that he was not completely bound by the trauma and the pain and the demonic energy. And he's reaching out to all of us, and we have to reach back out to him. So he was telling me this, and who came up when I looked at Underground Railroad, and I have to get into Malcolm X and Malcolm X's. I got to come back, y'all, because this is so deep. It's a beautiful reading. Malcolm X's father, Earl Little, in Omaha. Malcolm X's mother, Louise Hart Norton. Harriet Tubman. And what come up under Harriet Tubman is the Falcon, Isis, and the Phoenix/Dragon. These are all coming up around Harriet Tubman. I'm telling you, it's something going to lift. Even though that was done to Nipsey physically, with that railroad moving through there and the power of those ancestors moving through there that are tied to railroads, because Malcolm X's father was killed on a railroad, or they're saying trolley track, tied down, but I believe it was a railroad because he was tied down and ran over. They found him dead at the railroad. Then we know Harriet Tubman has an underground railroad. Then Nipsey was assassinated above the railroad, because we know there are underground tunnels under there, and there's even underground railroads in cities underneath that stuff. The ancestors are already moving, and Because we're dealing with the Crenshaw LAX Railroad. Do you see what I'm saying here? Something very heavy going on here. And then Malcolm, you know the grand diva that I love so much, Betty Shabazz. Whew, I'm getting chills. I've got to talk to Betty. And Malcolm's I'm getting chills all over. The grandson that was killed and pushed off the building. Malcolm Latif Shabazz. Oh, I'm getting chills. The whole family came here for Nipsey. Because first Malcolm came for Nipsey. A few months ago, MLK came for him because it was like 3 or 4 days before the celebration for Martin Luther King. And I can't, it's too much, it's so goddamn heavy. I got to come back because, ooh boy, I'm getting chills now to tell you about Malcolm grandchild, because you know it just hurt my heart, because you know Malcolm grandchild set the mama Betty Shabazz on fire. Set the house on fire. And Betty died behind that. And she loved him so much. Even though she knew he set the fire, she ran through the fire. Trying to save her grandson who had just tried to burn her up. He wasn't right after that. But he wasn't right before that either. I'm going to break it down for you next week. This shit here, the whole crew came in for Nipsey. He did. I'm getting chills all over. I can see Malcolm's face right now. And Betty is still a warrior and standing on the other side. I'm gonna close this part right now because I probably don't have a lot of time on my battery. But what? Oh yeah, I will briefly get into this. I don't really want to get into. I don't like to get into childish things, but I'm going to briefly address this. Let me tell you something. There are women that attacked me when I did that are on YouTube, readers, and the one I call the crisis actor. Her and her mother did a video about me and said that everything I said about them was lies and called me a fake psychic. I have no problem for that. She did a video especially for me, the mother of the crisis actor. Older woman, and I would like to do a video back, or at least give some advice. Since, even though she said I'm fake, I hope someone tells her about the video so she can go to exact minutes where I'm getting ready to say what I'm saying. Because I will give you a free tip, because you said I was no good and I was a liar and a fake. But when I look at your face, I don't believe I'm lying about what I'm about to say. I see a dead man all over your face. And I get a feeling it's your daddy. So if your father's living, you can just put him on camera and you can then call me a fake psychic again. This feels like a father. I wonder, is it your father? A male figure on your face, because he's walking dead on your face, and you're very unhappy. You're very, very miserable with your life because you've been a failure with so many things in your life, and you've had substance abuse problems. You look like a drunk. Very miserable. And you may be right. You said you raised your daughter with your husband, supposedly her father, all your life, all her life. But I seriously doubt you were always present, mentally, emotionally, because you look like you used to drink and pop your pussy and roll your ass, getting fucked, like running the street. And you weren't always a good mother. But that's fine. I'll be a liar about it. But I'm still going to say it anyway. And your family kept up shit all the time. Arguing on the phone, drama, he say, she say. Constant shit starting. And I don't see you have a good relationship with your daughter now. She probably gave you a few dollars to get you some liquor so you can get up there and say that shit about me so that she won't cut you off. And y'all choreographed that little story and did your thing on me to make it look like I'm a liar because you're covering something else. You're covering another issue. And then you have lung issues. You have upper respiratory issues. Because I looked at your lungs and I see mucus, fungus, yeast, and bacteria in them. Looks like you have some problems with your lungs, the whole upper respiratory issue, and your teeth. Because I looked at the back of your mouth and some of your teeth are broken or missing. So you have tartar buildup underneath the gum around the roots of some of your teeth and in the back. Like some of them are out. And that tartar has gone underneath your gum and actually gotten into the arteries in your mouth, and you have plaque in some of your arteries, and some of them you don't have a good flow of blood moving through your arteries because your mouth is fucked up. So either you lost teeth and you didn't get medical attention, or some of them broke off, or you had them pulled, or they need to be pulled. There's some infection under the gum that has now gotten into the arteries and into the blood, and you have problems. Your heart is palpitating because some of your arteries, especially moving down here, the main artery here and right where the main vein is, you have heart palpitations. The heart rhythm is not constant and steady. One of your chambers has a problem, a slight valve problem that's supposed to open up properly for the blood to move in and out of the heart, and it looks like it moves on the left side because you have, but you know I'm stupid, right? And I'm a liar. I'm just some psychic. But you have 4 chambers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and it's on the top left. You should get that checked because you also have inflammation in your body, in the feet and in the legs, in the stomach. You have inflammation internally throughout the body, and then your digestive system and the liver. Something wrong. The liver's off. Looks like it's slightly damaged. The gallbladder, and then the pancreas doesn't always respond the way it's supposed to because the enzymes in it are off. Your digestive enzymes, and so is the gallbladder. They move into the gut. There are problems with it. And there's inflammation in your gut and impacted fecal matter and inflammation in it. You get your digestive system checked. Now, that tip I'm giving you for free, even though you said I don't see anything, I don't know. You have a couple of dead people around you, but it's definitely a dead man on your face who is very unhappy with you, very displeased with you. You're miserable. You've been miserable for a long time. Now maybe you and her have an understanding now, or you're close now, but you haven't always been a good mother, and you haven't always been close to your daughter, and she's rebelled against you, and you have butted heads. You can call me a liar all you want to. Your backbone, your tailbone, your low back, and one of your hips and leg. Your tailbone, because it's like you fell or where you knocked down, where you hit by your man or another. You have bone trauma, a problem with the leg. A problem with a woman because of a man, even though you were married. But who am I, like you said? And then the other one, let me tell you something. And this other psychic reader that attacked me and said I was a liar, that teamed up with the crisis actor and her mother and said the crisis actor wasn't there. And I know inside she was there. But I'm not going to get into my source. She was there. But you proof that I'm still waiting on the proof that I'm lying. This lady said that my clients, I'm going to tell you one thing I don't do. I don't bullshit people. I don't tell them what they want to hear. But one thing I don't do, I don't take people's money. I don't steal from people. I don't cheat people. So if a person doesn't like my reading, they can come to me and talk to me about it, and I will talk to them. But if they have anything else to say about me, it's okay. But one thing I know they're not going to tell you is that I cheat people out of money and I steal, because I don't. This same psychic that attacked me the other day because of what I said, they didn't like what I said about the female that Nipsey was with, said that I had plenty of my clients that go to her and gave her all the emails that we corresponded, because I will also type into an email as well as talk to you on the telephone so you can look over the email. Said she has a list of my clients that said they didn't like me and I took advantage of them or something, and she knows all of my business. And girl, I don't want to tell your business. Tell it. Because you know what? I got emails from your clients too. They got readings from me that don't like you. But you know what? I was never going to say anything about it. And I'm not like you. Because I have no problem with you and you're not my competition. So I never said anything out of the way to you, girl, or woman, whatever you are. Because I don't know how old you are. But I have no issue with you, and I have nothing to prove to you. Because what I do is between me and God and the people that come in here for my help, like Nipsey. I don't have a reason to compete with no bitch. None of you are my competition. So I'm not going to release any emails I got from your clients. Oh yeah, you got displeased ones too. Because it doesn't do anything to me. I'm grown. It doesn't benefit me to do that to you. You're nobody to me that I got to compete with or prove anything to. But since you know my business, girl, I'm going to let you do it to me. I'm going to let my clients do it to me with you. You can release all the emails. Y'all can talk about me. If there's anything I've done wrong, I will address it. But these clients are grown women. They should have come to me instead of going and teaming with you and giving them personal emails between us. So since you are mature and you're a grown woman and you're a reader that people can trust, put my emails out with them and even have a live with them and let them talk about me and share the emails. But I'm not going to do it to you, though. I'm going to watch you all do this, okay? Because it's nothing to me. Y'all nothing to me. Whatever other business, let me tell you something, I made it very clear. I've had a very hard life. And I've been very open about my life and all the bad things I've gone through. Myself, my child, a lot of things, pure hell. So if you think you know me and you know my business that I've already put out in the public while you're laughing, then run tell that. I'm still not going to engage you, girl. Because it's clearly this is what you want. This is what you want from me. But I'm so above this shit and arguing with bitches. I don't really have a reason to argue with y'all, but y'all think this is funny. Just like one of your little fans, a couple of your fans come hit my inbox. Why are you mad with her? And what? And I'm like, I'm not mad with anybody. Y'all don't like my reading, so y'all attacking me and said I'm lying on this lady that was with Nipsey, and I'm giving my interpretation of a reading. Well, prove it. I don't have to prove it. I don't know any reader that's done a spiritual reading for entertainment purposes, or just on a spiritual level, that you do a reading and go out and then physically, like a PI, have to meet them and get close to them and prove it. But you want me to do it. No, you prove that I'm lying and you prove that I'm wrong, because no reader in the history of time has done a reading on YouTube or anywhere else, and then you made them go out and prove the reading. If you don't like my reading, don't watch them. You prove that I'm lying. You prove me wrong. But to argue with you, I'm not going to do, because this is not about you. It has nothing to do with you. This has to do with my work between me and God. And the mission that I have to help people that come to me in need, whether they're in physical bodies or spiritual bodies. So girl, do your thing on me. Because I don't have no secrets. Anything I said to a client in private, I can say in a public. And these women email and I said, she needs to prove what she say. Oh, I got her to say something. Oh, she said you got to prove. That's not whatever you think you got from me. I don't know you. I don't trust you. So whatever I told you and said you got to prove this, I told everybody because I'm not bothering you all. You all attacked me because you didn't like my reading. I don't know you all. I've never spoken to you personally. The only psychic I talk to is Sky. Sky Crawler, that's the only one. That's my little sister. We chill, we kick it. And she's a hell of a reader. I love her to read me. And she double checks what I say if I ask her to. Other than that, I don't know. I ain't never met y'all. How you phone them? We never talked on the phone. So it's like, oh, I love you. How? You don't even know me. Then to do such cruelty, what you've done, and to say what you've said that you cannot prove, and to attack me like you did. So now, let's wait and see. I'm gonna sit back and you tell all of my business, girl. You tell it all. I'm giving you permission, girl. Say what you want to say, because it's clear that's what you want to do. And you were laughing. You think it's funny. You say you know my business. We know yours. You're not the only one that can see. But it doesn't benefit me. I don't sit around and worry about what a bitch do with titties and a pussy. Because I feel like this. If you ain't giving me no big stiff dick and no money, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care what you tell about me. Because I don't ask you for no, pay my rent. I don't ask you for no money. I don't ask y'all to do a motherfucking thing for me. So if you ain't giving me no dick or no money, I don't give a fuck. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing I knew. And I didn't say anything about it. And Sky had already confirmed it. I've been waiting for you to do this to me. That's why I'm so calm about it. And I'm not going to go off about it. I've been waiting for you to do this to me. Oh, I love Miss Alexis so much. Tell her I love you. And I said, I love you too. Because I already had peeped your whole card. I know you didn't mean it. I know you didn't like me. But I went along with it because I knew I was waiting for the time to tick down. Because I knew you were going to do this. And said, Nipsey don't talk to Alexis. Nipsey only talks to me. Well, Nipsey talks to a lot of different people. And say different things. He don't always say the same thing. Just like when I did a reading on Tanisha about them fucking. He been talking to me about his sex life and fucking. But you know what? Don't none of y'all tell me what I can and can't say to him. And if he didn't say to me what he said to you, then I'm lying. Let me say something. It's a lady that called me that I don't really talk to. She said the spirit has been making me, and Nipsey came over here and has been trying to make me call you for like 2 weeks. She called me maybe about Monday before this happened, like 2 days before this jumped off. She tells me, Nipsey is making me call you, so I'm getting ready to call you now. And I said, okay, what does he want? She said he wanted to tell you something. She said there's a lady on YouTube he said you need to watch. Because she's been talking about you behind your back and she don't like you. And then he called her name. He said, she asked, she said, do you know this lady name? And I said, yeah. She said she loved me. But I already know. And I'm just going along with it. I love you too, boo. Because I know. And I'm just waiting. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just waiting. And then he said, fat bitch. And then like 3 or 4 of her ancestors came in and said, fat bitches, fat bitches, fat bitches, fat bitches, fat bitches. Like they was all in a chorus like singing or something. Fat bitch. Then the other one said, fat bitches, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat bitch. And I'm holding the phone like, she girl just started saying it like that because her ancestors was saying fat bitches, fat bitches, fat bitch, fat bitch, fat. I said, wait, what? Wait a minute, what? It's some fat bitches. He said, yeah, fat bitches. Okay. 2 days later, that's what she did. A couple days ago. I'm this, I'm that, I ain't this, I ain't that. He didn't say that to her. He didn't say this to me. Fat bitches. Fat bitches. Fat bitches. Fat bitches. And I said, what? She said, I got a house full of ancestors and they all just keep saying fat bitches. Fat bitch. It's a fat bitch. I'm holding the phone. I said, that's all it is. Fat bitches. Fat bitches. I'm talking about, this is what the girl is saying. And I'm holding the phone down. And I said, I know. And Nipsey called her name. He said, I went over there. She acted like she liked Alexis so much. And I heard her talking about Alexis like a motherfucking dog. Said, watch her. Watch her. 2 days later, I get the call. Turn my phone on. It's blowing up in the text. It's blowing on the goddamn DM. And they saying, girl, this fat bitch. I said, you know what? Ain't you gonna say something? I said, no. No. Because I already got the call. I'm gonna let her do her thing on me. Let her do it. Ain't you? I said, not let her do it. Because I was told this 2 days ago. That some fat bitches were gonna do it. See, that shit right there ain't got nothing to do with it. Whatever their problem is, and the shit they done made up, I didn't do nothing to that lady. Now it keeps getting worse. I'm threatening her. How am I threatening you? Because I say that you bullied me. And I already know that's against anybody's policy. Facebook, YouTube, anywhere else. You all attacked me and started bullying me. I never bother anybody. I do my readings. If I don't like your readings, I don't say anything to you. Y'all did this to me. Now you're upset because I said you need to prove what you said about me and said I had a mental problem? Okay. But I'm the one being calm. I'm being sensible here. You all are making fun of me and laughing and playing the games. Now after I said what I just said, I'm done. I'm going to watch you put my business out. I'm going to watch you make fun of me and all of the things I've gone through. And I'm still not going to put yours out. Because like I said, I got some of your clients too. That's just what people do. They'll hop from this reader to that reader, talk about this one, talk about that one. Yeah, Bash Jones, yeah. That's who did it, and is still doing it. Because I don't have anything to gain. See, I don't get paid off YouTube. I don't get any YouTube checks. And you know if I did, because no commercials move through my videos. It's just a labor of love for me. I love Nipsey, and I want to help him. And I've never said I own him or he only talks to me. Nipsey's talked to several people, and there was another beautiful older woman sent me an inbox, and I said, oh, she's probably lying. She's probably tricking me. She's probably one of them trying to act like she liked me. But I just went with it. We started talking, and she said, Nipsey sent me a message. And he said he's very upset about what they're doing to you. He don't like this mess. He don't like the confusion. And he wants you to pray about it. And she said, I'm going to pray for you. And she don't want you going low. All this arguing back and forth. I said, I didn't argue with nobody. I didn't even do nothing. He said he know. He said that he can't believe she's doing this because he has went over there and spoken to her. He said he didn't tell her to do this to you. And he feels very bad about the way she's behaving. But she said he did tell her to do it to me. So, I'm getting a lot of love and support. But what I do on YouTube, I ain't trying to compete with nobody. I ain't trying to get no check off of that. I got other stuff I got going on. I've been on YouTube so many years and been knocked off of there so many times. I don't even really take it seriously. Okay? I do this for Nipsey because I want to. He asked me to. I do. Like whenever other people ask him to do stuff, he do stuff. But this other stuff, and I'm going to fight you for views and a check. I've never gotten a check from YouTube. I'm on a whole nother level what I'm doing and where I'm going. So to get into a fight with somebody to try to do it and then they're giggling about it and they think it's funny, My mind is somewhere else. And then even started sending me emails making fun. Oh yeah, that's why one of her fans, that's why your daddy's people taking you to court, and I hope you lose. And you did. I said, okay. I already know I refuse to lose. But if that's what you want from me, girl, good luck to you. And I basically asked the lady, look, don't contact me anymore. You're harassing me. Because I asked you to leave me alone. You don't have to like my reading. I'm not taking the reading down. I stand by what I said. And I'm not taking back what I said. Now, you don't have to listen. But you are not going to punk me. I didn't come out of none of y'all's pussy. You didn't shoot me out of your stinking ass. And when my head came out, like babies' heads come out of their mother's vagina, and that's like that ring of fire in those last moments you're giving birth, and that's the hottest and most intense pain before the baby drops down. I didn't come out of your ring of fire. I didn't shoot out your pussy. Ain't none of y'all my mama. And don't none of y'all tell me what I can and can't say and what I can and cannot do. And you will not intimidate me because you don't like my readings. I ain't taking nothing down. I ain't standing down. I ain't backing down. I'm standing on all 10. Now, I can't stop for what you say or what you think, but you ain't finna stop what the fuck I do. All you gonna do is run your dick sucker. Talk about me, tell lies, and whatever little business you can get of mine that I will happily admit. Because you cannot shame me or embarrass me. I already know all my secrets. So I guess this makes you feel special because you feel like you know some. Tell. Stop threatening me, girl. Don't make another threat to put my personal business out. Put it out, and when I hear it, whatever is true, I'll admit it. But then after I do, what does it have to do with you? You think telling people bad things about me, putting my business out is going to turn everybody against me? Hell, I done already told all my motherfucking business. But if you know something I don't remember and that I haven't told yet, you can tell that too. But the last time I checked, I am a very grown woman. And who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? I do what I want. I fuck who I want. I talk to who I motherfucking wanna. I go where I wanna motherfucking go. And ain't nobody finna step to me about a motherfucking thing that I do or that I say. So it doesn't matter to me what you tell. Because who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna step to me about what I did, what I'm getting ready to do, what I'm gonna do? Who cares? But again, I'm not doing it to you. I'm not gonna lower myself to repeat what I know about you and what your clients said about you that now come to me. I'm a grown woman. I don't do stuff like that. Unless we're going to court and dealing with legal proceedings. And it looks like that's where you're... Okay. Go ahead. We're going to watch you. Because you think this is funny. To target me. You and your fans think this is funny. So I'm going to sit back and watch you because this is clear what grown women with honor and integrity do. This is how you all do. So I'm going to watch and I'm going to learn from you on how women treat each other and how they target another woman to try to tear her down and slander her and say I have a mental problem, and there is not even a solid, concrete, legitimate shred of evidence to show how you are justified in what you're doing. But I'm looking at how you young women treat other women. But then again, I'm not surprised because my whole life I've had to deal with women to do things like this. This isn't new to me. It's sad, but it's not new to me. And with women like these, as friends, I would never need any enemies. With this type of love, to say you love me and to do this to me, I never want to experience your hate. This is amazing to me. I wish you would have done this from the beginning instead of talking about you love me and telling your friends to come, your fans come watch and support me. Because you don't like what I say in a reading. You do this and you say, well, my fans sent me emails and they asked me to do this to you. But you are a woman with children and a husband and integrity. And this is how you treat the people you love. What would you do to me if you hated me? I've seen enough of you women. I've experienced you my whole life. You remind me of my mother. And anybody that reminds me of my mother, I never fuck with again. And to do this to me publicly, if you really loved me, what you would have done as a grown woman is to get on the telephone. But no, you wanted to try to humiliate, degrade, shame, and embarrass me with your friends and your fans. So I'm going to disengage, and I'm just going to watch you. I'm going to watch you do that to me, and I'm not going to do it back. Because people aren't stupid, and they're going to watch you too, like they already are, because they're the ones that contacted me about this. And I'm going to learn, as I already am, about your character and what type of integrity and how you move as a woman, just as you're going to learn how I move with mine. This will never be discussed by me again. I'm not going to lower myself to play your game. But you, my dear, you are a piece of work. You are an incredible woman, aren't you? You have taught me more in a couple of days about who you are and who your followers are. Your intellect, your reasoning, your logic, your attitude, your aptitude, and your spiritual agility. And you're supposed to be what? A voodoo priest? You're supposed to be a teacher, a guide, an instructor. And this is how you instruct young women up under you to treat me. A person that you've never spoken to on the telephone. I've never said an unkind word to you or disrespected you. But you told your fans, because you said your fans told you to do this to me. So, young lady, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch you do this to me. And I'm going to learn. And I'm not going to attack you back. I'm done. After tonight, I'm not going to say anything else about this, about you. Because you, my dear, are one of the most powerful teachers that I've ever seen, because you're teaching me everything I do and do not want to be. So let the games begin. I hope you get your trophy, your prize, whatever you are striving for. But I'm not going to go after you. Because what I know is, I have ancestors protecting me too. And watching me sitting high looking low at this. And you cannot do this to people and then think you're always protected. What you did is disgusting. What you did to me. What you're still doing is disgusting. But again, I'm going to let y'all have it. Now, I'm going to go now. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch this show. We're going to watch the show. I love you all that always support me and that are always here. And I'll be back. I'm going to finish this reading. And I'm going to be back because this was a heavy one. There's so many heavy hitters in this reading. I absolutely love it. And I'm so honored that they came to me to do this reading. So I'm going to come back with part 2. I'm going to do what I can to get it finished, but I got all my clients to wrap up. And then we're going to finish. So I love you all. And thank you for being here and supporting me. Thank you for my donations and love. You know what I got to do? I'm going to try this weekend to go get me some soul food. Let y'all see I got the soul food. And I appreciate it. That's all I ask. If I do a reading, y'all give me some soul food and send me some donations to get me something to eat. So I'm going to try to go get me something this weekend. So you can see me eat some of it for you. Oh, my battery's going out. I got to go. I love y'all. Bye.